I remember the day I met the girl of my dreams. How the universe introduced us. It was as grand a thing as I shall remember. I ask now, how can one embody so dear you, for who it is I'm searching? You're watching through me, but when will I find you? You can emerge now, for she has sent you vast waves of meadows. That is your frontier. The pockets and closets of realms and rooms that form in some space beyond the mind. Cities and places that so very gently set my course to peace. How could one elicit such great meaning and definition to the dreams I harbor? But drift afar, and still wander ever farther. How true could I bridge contact with this unity around and through me, yet watch this light drift afar, and still wander ever further? I remember her, an icon, a marvel once in the space before me, transformations through my inner chemistry, as she, the beacon to all destined dreams I would ever care to find. Her scent was a myriad of forms, whose clusters of fragrance carried my awareness away from the static surroundings to lively plains of many dreams within dreams. A familiarity before time, every doubt within me corrected as I observed her, and it is within this field I stayed. Here, these sensations are music, and the visions I am remembering home. I know you're there, ever present, omniscient, my dimension, but still could never allude to an answer as to why my dreams abandoned me. For the first time, I was beginning to see clearly. When I fell in love, it was not the first time. When the mystic self is present, one shall hardly refuse the quiet sensation within heart and crown. Beauty adorned me, and I was enthralled in this rapture, a sacred place where dreams would unveil. And unveil they did. Time was not a matter to be held, as we lived lifetimes of experience, yet found return to long-forgotten emotions, unremembered and buried beneath. I unearthed these undesired treasures, brought contact with the greater divine, and for this, loss was to be held. We have to know the truth of our being, and of this cause, I could not lie. We started as soft as the ocean flow, buoyant and never-ending in affection. Her kindness was that of revelry, yet she bore the idol of Titan and Omega, the supreme icons of the universal. Soft words upon blossoming expression, her melody did float from lips of a wandered sanctuary.
So, you're a writer?
The liveliness of the atmosphere died as we engaged, surroundings forgotten as we drew closer in conversation. The time was not a matter to be held.
Yes,
I replied, reflecting her gaze, crystal ambiguity.
I am releasing a long-abandoned novel.
Your first?
She inquired, growing closer toward me. She shivered ever so slightly from the toxicant flow now circulating, swimming through her system of awareness.
Not the last. I've found many journeys to unravel.
She laughed, eyes closed as she snickered, tongue finding the plastic straw of the drink ordered. The relay of such energy and ecstasy, I caught such winds of happiness completely.
There is an undertone of past and early visions in this story.
I said, eyeing my surroundings.
While they exist in sceneries written beyond, they reflect here.
In what you have written?
In what I'm writing now.
You say you are working a multitude of stories.
I nodded.
What seems to be the common themes?
Loss. Discovery. Through these scenarios and the alteration of being. Namely, a predominant effort to expose the fallacy of a world in fear, such as the universe we inhabit, will inherit. And it is where I am now.
She adjusted her stance, looking away, then gaze trained back upon me.
This is something you enjoy.
Not particularly, and is what I observe around me, and as a consequence, within me, what this world must learn to cope with. I prefer to tell tales of awe and wonder, of the great mysterium, and I will, for that is the role of our communal beyond time. But an artist must share the feelings of his own, his brothers who are unable to broadcast. This is what gives merit to our work, you see, a self to discover.
I see.
She said, attempting to identify me. What lay past my surface reflection?
This book you've written, tell me of it.
She removed the straw and cupped her lips around the glass, and it was at this point a stream of tobacco smoke from my own.
A tale of a man in search of many treasures, namely, a rightly king whom desires have furthered, dreamly awareness.
She started, eyes darting toward me.
Becomes a dream.
Indeed. The story of our stories.
I sense it reflects the awe and wonder you write for.
It does.
I said, smoke passing throat through lungs.
But it also retains much an array of emotions untethered. Horror, sadness, peace, betrayal. These but find the surface to my themes.
An intriguing read. May I?
Yes, as soon as you might wish. The story I aim to release soon, tying up loose ends first.
Aha!
She said, so matter-of-factly in her tone, her beauty adorned me, and kiss upon my forehead. She looked upon me with eyes of a most pure denotation.
We've known each other for how long?
Eyes ripe with discern as she focused on the memory of our initial joining.
And why is it now you tell me of this self-defining trait you have conceived?
I wanted to know you.
Truth in words, excited by your passionate inquiry.
I love you.
She said, eyes fixed on me.
I love you.
I pronounced, the first time we shared such a trace. Thank you for journeying with me. Please, stay tuned for the next chapter. Your Novelist